Hey guys, it's Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs. How are you doing? Come on in and say hi. Today we're going to work on crafting some patriotic decor, and I'm going to show you the Joyful Crafting Club box from June, show you what we did in there, and we're going to craft some fun stuff that goes with the box, or you can do it to craft anything really for patriotic decor. In fact, we're going to do a Dollar Tree makeover. Sometimes you find great things at the Dollar Tree and they just need a little bit of love and TLC to make them look awesome, and I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're watching on the replay, please drop hashtag replay so I can say hi to you. And don't forget to sprinkle this out to all of your friends and let them know that we're having a great time over here and come craft with us. So I haven't been here for a couple weeks. I was out of town, and getting out of town is hectic, and then being out of town, of course. But I've missed you guys, and I am ready to do some fun crafting. How about y'all? Let me know in the comments. Say hi. Hey, Tammy. So I'm hoping I'm on my main Facebook page. I've had so much trouble with StreamYard. It has been a thing. So I'm ready for them to fix the whole drama. But before we get started with the crafting, I want to show you guys the Joyful Crafting Club box from June. We have some JCC friends already in the comments, I see. And I'm going to go back to the comments and just pop that up. If you, hey, I see Amy B. I think she might be new. She's over on YouTube. If you're new, say hi. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Dana. Hi, Elaine. Well, you know what? I've not been live recently, Elaine. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the box from, this is our styled tray from June. I'm going to show you what was in the box. I'm going to show you what we made, and then we'll hop right into the crafting. So the Joyful Crafting Club, and I see a lot of my JCC sisters in the comments, is a monthly DIY crafting box. Here's what we made. And what we do is we craft the mini signs, we style them. We have a lot of fun, and there's tons of creativity in that group. I mean, this month has been off the charts. So I'm going to show you what was in the box, and then we are going to go from there, and then I'll say hi to everybody. So this box, in my boxes, we have wood cutouts, and you get video tutorials to show you how to do them from beginning to end, and I call them short video tutorials. So they're like little bite-sized pieces to walk you through the project, right? And so you don't have to scroll like a 3-hour video or a 2-hour video to figure out how to do the project. They're bite-sized pieces, and you can go exactly to what you need to get that piece done. So it comes wrapped like this. These are the printables. So what goes in the box are the printables and the embellishments. This is the main wood cutout pack, and so that's kind of like what you see here. The wood cutouts here are right here. You get this. I ran out of popsicles, but this popsicle came as a wood cutout in the box, and then we finished it in the group. So imagine that this is really a wood cutout. I realized that I sold all of the extras before now. Let's see, I've got some new comments. Hey, so Dana said this box was awesome and so much fun. The puffy stars. Yes, those were at Hobby Lobby. So this was in there. And then this month we added something called the Plus, which is the ladies have really been wanting a coordinating project. And so this month we added a plus level. So if they wanted the coordinating project, they also got this in their box, which is actually a self-standing frame with a star. And I'll show you the finished product and a little star cutout. And they got all the embellishments. So I include all the embellishments in my box. This is how I did mine. There were so many fun variations on this in the group tonight. We had, or the group this month, some people did like red frames. Some people did like a red star and blue, or a red background with blue stars. I mean, there were so many fun variations. And so this is how I did mine. This was from a napkin. So we Mod Podged that or decoupaged it right on there. So this was our project for this month. And every month in the Joyful Crafting Club, you get a complete tray set. And if you get the plus box, you get the plus project. So plus project for next month is super cute. Susie and I were working on that today. And then you also, every month in the box, you get printables and embellishments. Let me show you. Tammy says she loved this box. Everybody loved this box. This box was a lot of fun. You also get printables. You get a couple printables. This month we had this one that says, "Oh My Stars." And then a popsicle printable. And they come in hard copies. You also get the digital copy. And then the embellishments, we had some, what are these guys? These are called polymer clay sprinkles. And so these tiny little polymer clay sprinkles are what we used to put the sprinkles on our popsicle. How cute is that, right? So this is, and then they also had a flag. Everyone got like a 4x6 miniature flag to go in their tray too. So that's what's in this box. If you think this is something you'd love to do, go ahead and comment Craft Joy to 2024, or you can go to joyfulcraftingclub.com and get all the info there. It is an awesome group. The ladies are amazing. And we have so much fun. We have so much fun. There's also a box label inside of here that they use. They wanted a shipping label for their box. And so every month I make not a shipping label. They wanted a storage label. So every month I make a sticker that they can put on the outside of their box if they want to store their pieces in, because everything will fit back in this box for storage when they're done. So that's the long and short of the box. Let's see. I see Lisa's here. Renee. Jennifer says she loved this month's box. Hey, Renee. Sandy. Hey, Sandy. Dixie wants some of the smaller tobacco baskets. And she's talking about this, if anyone's wondering. That came from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. It was a while ago. People said the box is awesome. The puffy stars. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Dana. Hi, Shauna. Amy B is new. Awesome. Oh, Sarah, I've missed you guys too. It's been too long. And Elaine, Gail's hanging laundry. Good. Love it. All right, guys, let's get to crafting. Oh, hey, Kim. Shauna says the storage with a box sticker. Let me show you, because if you're watching and you're like, what is she talking about? This was actually, okay. It's the magic in these groups really happens when there's like synergy between us, me, and the group. And that is really where the magic happens. Like all the great things from the box, like come from me listening to the group and kind of doing what they ask for when it works. So like what she's talking about is this sticker. This is the sticker. It has the name of the box, the theme, and the month we crafted it. And it just goes on the side of the box, wherever they want to put it, like here or here, because then all their boxes can go back in here and they can stack them on a shelf. They can stack them. You guys can stack them on your, like I have them on a shelf over here. Some people can put them in clear tubs and then stack the tubs. Closet shelves, and then they can just go grab the box for that month, and it's the perfect size to store everything for that box. And I think that this was Deanna Anderson and Jennifer Radin together that came up with that idea, right? Is that what happened? If I remember correctly, it was not, they were like, you need a label so we can store our boxes in there. So the truth is I had to buy 9,000 labels to get the right size because I couldn't find them in a smaller quantity. So I told them that they have to find 9,000 people to come join the club. Any new stuff for tomorrow? No, there's no releases this month, because the rest of the month, because we have to move out of the house for like 3 weeks when they're doing the floors. In fact, they came today and started sanding, and it sounds like an earthquake inside the house. They're just doing some testing, but there's nothing new. The next release will be after we get back in the house. So right now we're working on getting the July and August boxes packed up for you guys, because we're going to be gone for most of July. I do have some digital stuff coming though, so look for that. I'm not going to leave you high and dry with no crafting. We will be live crafting about some digital products for you. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just going to be a little different. Okay. We are not going to stop crafting. I just cannot be in the house with the kids and the laser run and them sanding the floors, especially with an autistic kiddo. Yes, we're going to live at the lake for a little bit. Let me add in my extra camera. I have to stand up. Extra camera. There we go. Okay. And we're going to get busy doing some fun crafting, guys. Let's try this. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Okay, so I want to show you what we're going to do first is we're going to do two things. We're going to make over this bead garland from the Dollar Tree because I like the colors. I like the simplicity of it. It's already got a cute little, I mean, I could improve on this, but it's fine. A cute little mini garland. The only thing I'm not loving is this tag. So we're going to fix the tag. We're going to fix the tag. And then I've got this here, which is, we're going to do another forever frame. My camera, friends, my camera. Deanna's Sweet Lake Life. No, I have not painted the lake tray. There were so many things we were going to do over the weekend, and then we lost power. One was to make a door hanger, and the other was to paint the lake life tray, but we had to leave because the transformer blew up. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks. So let's start with the forever frame. For those of you who've never heard of the forever frame, because I want a navy one. It's a quick and simple DIY, but we came up with this to have a way to use our printables in a frame interchangeably. So it pops out like this, and it also has a stand. So we're going to do this real quick, and then we'll move on to the, what is that thing called? The bead garland. I found some Christmas stamps. And what am I doing with Christmas stamps down here? I mean, who knows how long those have been there. Okay. Tammy says she used a napkin on her beads. That's what I'm going to do, Tammy. I'm also going to, a napkin, I'm going to use some of these fun star embellishments that I put in the shop. So if there are any embellishments you guys are looking for, will you let me know? Because I kind of have been dropping those in the dead space on the boards. And it really helps. It just helps use up the scrap wood. But it's a great little extra, right? So this is just navy paint, regular navy blue paint from Folk Art. Okay, and I'm going to paint my frame navy. Yes, we'll be at the lake. I mean, it is, we have our entire first floor that's got to be redone after that flood in the kitchen because of the flooring, the way that it's laid. And then we're also going to have them do the stairs because the stairs are finished wood, and we're going to have them add some wood floors in our family room. I mean, we kind of have one shot to get it, you know, if they're going to do it. And then we might as well just get everything done that we want to get done at once. And we were really not, this is not the point in time in life when we wanted to redo all of this. I don't know, has anyone ever been through that where they're like, I really don't want to do this right now. Like we just finished the pool drama, but we really don't have a say in it. Like it just is when it happened. Okay, so if you've never, some of you guys have not seen the forever frames. Maybe if you are in the JCC, you joined after we added them. I feel like I gave the first one to the JCC last fall sometime. It was when we did the sunflower tray. And then the round one was part of the JCC's birthday present in March. Everybody that was in the JCC got the round forever frames. So we have two styles right now, but there are more coming. I have had them dancing around in my head for quite a while. So we're going to get those designed and shared out with you guys. So this is navy. I'm going to let it dry. I think I'm just going to use this thing. This is called a I'm having trouble with my words today. This is called heat gun. Yeah, it's so Shauna said they had a flood. Her parents did. The good news, it came out beautifully. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, you know what? The good news is hopefully it'll come out. And we really didn't like the color of the floors anyway because they're very red. But all of the woodwork in our house is red-ish, like reddish wood, if that makes sense, that red undertone. And so it's like step one of many projects that are going to have to be done. And we wanted to do it since we moved in, but this is just kind of forced the timeline. Hey, Chris. Dixie said she'd like an oval shape. An oval shape would be cool, Dixie. Okay. So I'm going to sand this only because I like that look a whole lot better. You don't have to, but I like this kind of more distressed look. And this is just 320 grit sandpaper. And I'm just going to go over the edges. Over the edges. And hey, Deborah, I'm so glad you're here. So we're just going to put together a forever frame. Some of the ladies, I realized, have not seen one, but this is a great little way to dress up your printables, right? And the great thing is the wood cutouts that we pop in there. Let me show you. Like this one, this 4x4 just goes in here like that. Okay. But so my 4x4 mini signs go in here. But if you're doing a printable, you can use both sides. So you can put a printable on both sides. Yes, and Sandy, I packed up the last of your orders yesterday, and I feel like you might have ordered the square forever frame. You might want to check because I'm pretty sure you had, I know, I'm like 99.9% sure you had the square inserts in there. So I don't usually pack the orders, but we were, maybe it was the day before yesterday. We tried to get everything out as quickly as possible. We were going to get it all out on Friday, but then we lost power. So I think you did. It should be there soon. So I'm going to seal this now. Tammy says she likes the blue and she also likes the red. I know I wasn't sure which one, but I guess I was thinking, you know, I can probably use the navy with more printables than I could use the red for. Oh, Sarah. Sarah says that they had a leak and the insurance wouldn't cover it and they had to pay for it. Oh my gosh. Ugh. We were worried. I mean, because our refrigerator sprayed water out of the drink dispenser. I mean, that's what we figured out. Like it just everywhere. And I'm going to put 2 coats on here just because I want it to like look extra finished. This is the matte. Yeah, Sandy says she's been trying to get everything she likes. Well, girl, you're going to be busy crafting. You got a big old box coming. I think that thing weighed 7 pounds. So you have lots of fun DIYs in your future. Okay, so this just needs to dry. And then once this dries, we can put it together. So I'll set it to the side. And let's start on the printable just because I want to show you guys if you've never done a printable crafting before. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm thinking I'm going to do, should I do the popsicles or should I do the Oh My Stars? They're both so cute. So we have I feel like we have farmers insurance now. I think I'm going to do the Oh My Stars. Should I do the Oh My Stars? Okay, let me, guys, go ahead and vote while I'm Mod Podging this. Either Oh My Stars or the Popsicles. So, and I don't really know the ins and outs of insurance, but when our adjuster came, hi, Maria, welcome. When our adjuster came, he said that Liberty Mutual is the worst. I don't know. Does anyone here work for Liberty Mutual? I mean, it's hard to tell like what now I'm just putting a thin coat on here, guys. It's hard to tell, like, because every situation is so unique, and I don't want to say that one company is not over the other, but I feel like he was really fair. They did make us do this like long questionnaire, and then they had someone come and look at our house when we started with farmers, and they told us that we didn't have any water in our pool and that they were canceling our policy until the pool was filled. I was like, I got water in my pool. I mean, that was a little weird. I think the votes are for Oh My Stars, but we got it all worked out. It was a little frustrating because I'm like, okay, I've had water in that pool since they dropped the fiberglass like a year ago, right? So I might not have had concrete because that was a whole nother story. But I feel like, it's so personal. Like, you own your home and it's such a huge investment and you pour your heart and soul into it and you make that mortgage payment every month. And when something goes wrong, like it just it made us sick to our stomachs, We were just like, oh my gosh, it's a thing. Okay. So I'm just covering this with Mod Podge. I'm going to let it dry and then I'm going to iron this on, but I'm going to cut out around it while I'm waiting for that to dry. Oh, Amy, let me go grab. I only have fabric scissors and I hate to use my fabric scissors on my paper. Hold on just a second. Grab my scissors. I took Susie's scissors. She's going to come in tomorrow and be like, where are my scissors? Oh, no, your washer flooded, Dixie. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you know what? It's so hard. And the lady that lived below you, yeah. I mean, that water went right into my basement. I mean, there was like no stopping it. It was like water just goes to the lowest point. Okay, so let me let this is turned on. Let's dry this. Hey, LaDonna, how are you, girl? So LaDonna and Deanna came and had lunch with me and Jen when we were in Dallas. Hopefully more of you can come next time we pull a stunt like that. But we had so much fun. Like we laughed and we chatted and it was just awesome. We had so much fun. This is almost dry. It was really fun. Like I knew Deanna from being online, from the Joyful Crafting Club, but it was fun meeting with Donna. We just laughed and laughed. I know I could have been there for a couple more hours too, Deanna. I really could have. Okay, so I just like to make sure this is as straight as possible. Yes, we went to Chicken Salad Chick, which is, I don't know if they have them in Ohio, quite honestly. I know they have them in the South, like Florida. We were in Texas at the time. Okay, I just cut that along the bottom line so that I can get it lined up here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, I could have been there for a couple more hours too. we had to get back for a thing at the conference we were at. And like we were like pulling in at the last second. Yes, we should do lunch again. Y'all should. I wish I could fly in for lunch. Okay, I'm gonna hold that down. I'm gonna hold this here. I'm gonna iron it on. Tammy, do they have some in Columbus? The chicken salad chicken. It was good. It was good. At our retreat, Sarah wants to know when is the retreat. I know. I gotta check in with it. I was showing Jen when we were in Texas. I was showing her like the area where I live, like downtown Dublin, Ohio, like, and how they have like the hotels right there, and literally like right by a retreat area, and then they have all these great places you can go eat. LaDonna says, am I using the mini Cricut heat press? No, this is one of my members bought this for me. She actually sent me 3 and I got to gift 2 of them away, or she sent me 2 and I got to gift 1 away. This is the it's from Amazon, but it's amazing. And you can just iron the paper right on there. Sarah said you're ready. Maybe next year. I need time to plan it, and I've got to figure out like what it would take to cover the cost of like the facility. I just need to reach back out to them and talk to them about it. Summer, you can leave the Texas heat. Yeah. I mean, it's a great area. And the great thing about Columbus, like people think, oh, who wants to go to Columbus, Ohio? Like I thought that when we moved here. But it's a 20-minute ride from the airport, and it's like $25 or $30 for an Uber. It's not expensive. And then this area downtown is so beautiful. There's a footbridge you can take across the river. It's right on the Scioto River. They've got Cameron Mitchell. Look him up, guys. Google him. He's one of the best restaurateurs in the country. He has 2 different restaurants in walking distance from the place I'm thinking about. He's got Cap City Fine Diner, and then the other one is Fancier. That is really cute. Who made that printable? That is so cute. But they've got, Tammy probably knows about Cameron Mitchell. They have Cap City Fine Diner, and then they have his other one right across the river. They've got great coffee places down there. Sweetwater tea is down there. They have ice cream. They have like ice cream places. It's just this really quaint little area. So you can get, there's the North Market, really affordable options for like dinner, lunch, breakfast. I mean, it is a great area. Okay, I'm going to seal this now. So maybe because you're not in Columbus, Tammy, but Cameron Mitchell he is amazing. He's like he's got restaurants in New York now, but he started in Columbus about 25 years ago. I used to work for him. But he's pretty amazing. So I'm just going to seal this now with DuraClear. So it is, I'm not going to distress it this time. I'm just going to leave it as is, because you could go back and use some of this, the antique wax, to distress it, but I'm not going to. I just like it like this. It is so cute. So with the reason I'm using this, you guys know this if you're in the JCC, it is so easy to get the bubbles out. If it does bubble, sometimes when you Mod Podge, you'll get some bubbles. And the other reason is that it's not sticky or tacky, and it dries really quickly. And you can put multiple coats on if you want extra sealer. So look how pretty that is. This just looks like something you bought from Hobby Lobby, doesn't it? I mean, that is so darn cute. Super cute. And then next month, you can flip it over and put your printable on the other side. Right? There you go. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. And let's put our frame together. Okay, Amy's asking how I did that. Let me grab my box to spray into, and then I'll show you. So that was with Mod Podge and a craft iron. So on wood, I typically press all of my stuff right on because it gets it nice and flat and it looks like something you bought from the store. If you love printables, you guys hang around. I told the Joyful Crafting Club about this. I'm not going to share more about it publicly yet, but soon I will. But there's going to be some more fun, crafty stuff coming for you guys, and I am so stinking excited. So, ink smears. Sometimes your ink smears. Are you leaving it on too long? So are you saying that the ink smears when you iron it, or the ink smears when you put tell me at what point the ink smears, Deanna? She's asking why I think that her ink smears on the printables. Okay, so I'm just using spray glue on this because it's quick and simple. You nobody got time for the long crafting. Okay, LaDonna, I'm just glad you stopped in, girl. So good to hear from you. When I come back to Texas, we're definitely getting together again. I want you to do my makeup. Okay. All right, so I'm going to clamp this and we're going to do the back. And then we're going to start on the other piece. Okay. Such a cute little printable. Okay, these are just clamps from the Dollar Tree. All right, so if this is ever on the back of your wood, don't worry about it. It's just wood. It's imperfect at best, the back. When you put the heat on the wax paper. Are you using wax paper or are you using parchment paper? That might be the problem. So here's how I do this on the back, guys. I put this here. I put this here. I just lay it so that this lines up. And then I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to pop one of these in. Oh, man, that's a tight fit, Amy. Okay. Okay. That's good and straight. Because it's the back, if there's no guide mark, you can just draw a little line. When you put the heat on the wax, if you're using wax paper, Dina, that's probably the problem, because wax paper, that's parchment paper, which is different. It's parchment. Okay. Do it on the printables I send you, or are they inkjet printables? Amy B, tell me in the comments, Deanna. Okay, Amy B is asking, I'm going to show you guys something. If it's a super tight fit on one side, sometimes if you flip it over, the fit is better. And it might just be super tight on both sides, which is not bad. Okay, I'm going to spray this and put it on here. Amy B is asking where. So, my shop is, you can go to amyandart.com. So, and Amy, so I work right now mostly on a release basis, and so I do releases every couple of weeks, but because I'll be releasing some other stuff that's digital soon, but so if it says it looks like a lot of stuff is out of stock, it's because I've got some standard stuff like some of the interchangeables in stock, and I've got some tier trays in stock, but let me push this down in here. Okay. But if it says out of stock, it's because we had a release and they bought all the things. So I usually post the release calendar in both groups. So in my tiered tray and home decor crafting group, it'll be in there too. And if you're on my text list, I text out the releases. Let me see if I can find a banner for my text number. So here you can get on my text number this way. Okay, I just sprayed some of this down in the box, and I'm going to take this and put it here and push it down in, and that'll help it stick in. And now this one's going to have to go in. But my shop is, you go to amyandart.com and then hit at the top, it'll say shop, and you can find my shop. No, there should not be a right and a wrong side to the parchment paper. But I've never had that happen, Deanna, so I'm not sure completely. But I'm wondering if I don't know. I don't have an answer. I wish I had an answer. I'm trying to think. Has anyone had that happen? Okay, so that's that, guys. And this stands up now. You can see this stands up. And then we can pop our printable right in. This is so cute. I don't think there's a right and wrong side. I don't know. My parchment paper doesn't typically have a right and wrong side. Wax paper is covered with wax. That will melt. Look how cute this is, guys. I mean, is that adorable or what? So cute. And then if I wanted to, I can leave this as a standalone, and I could pop my 1776 sign right in there too. And this also looks just stinking amazing. And see how simple that was? Just a simple, quick way. Like, we've only been live for 36 minutes and we've already finished the sign in the printable, and I showed you the whole box. So it is a fun and simple way to like really add some awesome decor. Okay, Dixie's saying it could be butcher or freezer paper. It has a waxy side. Tammy says she has that problem when she prints from her inkjet. Yeah. So if you're having that problem with inkjet, I know you can spray it with hairspray first, and that will help. So maybe even just a quick spray with hairspray. I mean, you saw how long I was holding that down, right? And it wasn't very long. So maybe that's it. Okay, so I'm going to start on this while we're trying to solve this mystery of the bleeding end, because we can't have that, right? I'm going to take a clamp. I'm going to put it on here like this, just so that I don't lose my beads. All right. Deanna says, so this might be tricky getting it back on here, but we're going to go with it anyway. So my problems, I'm going to tell you all my problems with the Dollar Tree bead garland. The colors are generally cute. Like the colors are not generally bad. They don't always follow the right pattern, like right in the middle. Do you see that where they missed a white bead? I might have to fix that. We'll see if I can live with it. Like, see, look, someone, because their pattern is white, red, blue, white, red, blue, white, red, blue, white, red, blue, white, red. There should be a white right here. So sometimes the pattern gets messed up. The other problem is the strings are too long. And then they don't, you guys, if you're in the JCC, you know that this is one of my like things that just bothers me, is that when you have a tassel, right, it needs to be nice and blunt. This, see how messy this is? It's got little pieces popping out all over the place, and it's just not okay. Because if we're going to do all this work, we need it, the whole thing, to look nice. Just like we need to trim our, if you're not trimming the ends to your ribbon either, you guys, you're missing out. I'm just saying, trim the ends on those ribbons and make them all nice. Darlene saying to make sure the Mod Podge is completely dry. Yes. Deanna says, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Right. Once I point it out to you that it's not okay, then you can't help yourself. So, Deanna, I would, if you have 2 printables from my box this time coming to you, and I saw your response on Facebook Messenger. I will respond to you here. I was trying to get as much cut as I could before Susie left today. So make sure the Mod Podge is completely dry. You know what? Take a picture and post it in the JCC, and we'll see if give us an example so that we can help you there. I have not tried this yet, but has anyone who's in Miss Tracy's Bible journaling, she calls it gesso, clear gesso. That is a page sealer, I'm told, that you can use when Bible journaling so that the ink doesn't bleed through. So I'm just going to trim this ribbon now, okay? And this is just going to make it look much nicer. And I'm just going straight across. Nice straight. See how much nicer this looks, guys. We've already improved the overall look. Gesso, Gesso, right. Yes, Dixie, that's what I'm thinking about. That is supposed to seal your page so the ink doesn't bleed through. I think it's an inexpensive product. Am I right about that? So I'm going to take this. It's clear. Oh, it's white, not clear. Are you sure that she doesn't have a clear kind that she paints over the Bible journaling pages? I'm going to try and paint this and see if I can cover this up. And it's pretty dark. We'll see how many coats it takes. But I wonder, but I've seen people just spray it with like a cheap Aquanet hairspray and let that dry before they proceed. Woo! Okay. Oh yeah, this will probably work. It's just going to take a couple. Deborah says there is a clear gesso. Okay. Yeah. I think that's kind of going to an extreme for a printable. I would first post picture of what you do. I need to sand it? I don't know. We're going to find out. I don't think so. I'm just going to go right over the top. I know it's this is MDF, and that's some kind of weird screen print. Let's see if the paint sticks. We'll find out. I was thinking maybe I should use chalk paint. But I have this also. What is this? The One Decor paint. I don't know. It's a little shinier than I like. I'm not a fan, but let me see if I sand the edges. You can use a flat clear spray. You spray yours with clear matte sealer, and you have an Epson Eco Tank. Did I see the flamingo bee garland? No, I didn't. I do have a flamingo tray. I haven't put it in the shop yet. I did not see the flamingo. Is it cute? I think everyone, though, liked the idea this month of maybe not necessarily having to paint a bead garland and just grabbing one. You could also just use a plain white bead garland. This drives me crazy. This bothers me quite a bit. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ugh. Not my favorite. I don't know where my baby wipes are. They're right here. Okay. I know. Do you think August is too late for flamingos to put them in the shop? Let me know. I know, just with the floors, I feel like so many of my plans got derailed. But I do have a cute flamingo tray. No, you don't think it's too late. Probably should have put them out in May. We're going to see how this goes. This is going to take a lot of paint. Do you think I could have sanded it off? I don't know. Now that she says maybe I should have sanded it, I'm wondering if I should have. I didn't want to put that much effort into it. So she said the flamingo bee garland was at the Dollar Tree. I think we're going to be okay. So while this is drying, I'm going to set it aside to dry. I'll show you what I was going to use. I'm going to use this napkin from the Dollar Tree. And I was going to maybe put some stars on it. Yeah, so they also like come out with like really cute the Dollar Tree also comes out with really cute like St. Patrick's Day stuff. They come out with really cute, I'm just looking at stars. A lot of really cute bee garlands if you can find them there when they're. Where's my biggest one? I know that's wet, but it's fine. I don't think I'm going to do the stars. I think I'm just going to decoupage this right on. I think if I had a big, I don't think I'm going to do the stars. Maybe two. Nope. Not liking any of them. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about the Dollar Tree is they're also like sometimes you can find everything. Sometimes you can only find it when they stock it. Sometimes, you know, if you don't get there when they stock it, it's gone. Okay. I have another one, and I'm going to try sanding it while we're here because I'm just going to see if I can't get this. I don't know if it's going to come off. I'm going to see if this works any better, Deanna. That was a good idea. It does feel very plasticky. Whatever they put on the top of it. Oh my gosh, this is a job for 100 grit sandpaper. This is not a job for 320 grit. Holy moly. Yeah, it's so dark. The other thought I had was like putting like craft paper on top of it, which is what I may end up doing if you know what I mean? Because this is dark. And it's really dark. It's really, really like the red is really going to be hard to cover up. I was worried about that. And I didn't test it ahead of time. What did I do with my, this is the story of my life. Like, I'm never really sure where I put my, you guys know exactly what I'm looking for. My tack cloth. You see, yeah, sometimes if you sand it, the paint sticks better, but I'm wondering if, but see, like this is on the back, the Dollar Tree, like so you just never know what you're going to get. The other thing, Sandy, at the Dollar Tree, they do, you can a lot of times buy the stuff online, but you've got to buy like 30 of them. Look how, oh, that's just a lot. You know? Your granddaughter works there? I mean, our Dollar Tree has trouble getting people to stay on. Like they're working, every time I check out, they're like, oh yeah, we're working overtime. Such and so didn't come, or I'm here by myself, or I'm here with one other person. Like they really have a hard time getting people to come that are good workers to stay. It looks better after you sand it than it does with that pinky screen print. It's just not an attractive print at all. I mean, doesn't that look better? They only give them 8 hours a week. You mean they only let like each person, they don't give the workers like, I know our places are having trouble finding people. They just don't have. There was one by us that closed down for a while because they were only open like they were only open like 3 days a week or something because they didn't have enough people to work. Okay. I still think. Okay, this looks a million times better once you sand it. I'm just saying. But let's see if this works any better. Yeah. I'm going to try something. I think I'm going to grab a piece of white scrapbook paper, glue it on top, and then try and decoupage my napkin on top because this is going to be a booger bear to paint. Even when you sand it, like you need something to really, like if you've got like 80 grit, that might take it off, but my sandpaper is not going to take that off. The back is just Dollar Tree quality janky, but it's okay. Okay. Yeah, we're going to, like, this is like going to require several coats, and my napkin's white, so we're going to hack it. I'm going to get this on here, let it dry. I'm going to grab some scrapbook paper. We're going to see how this works. Timmy, did you paint yours or did you just flip it over and do it on the back? Hey, Jimmy, how are you, girl? So good to see you, my friend. Okay. Give me 2 shakes to grab my scrapbook paper because we're going to hack it. All right. This is taking too long. Working in the yard and the bushes. Oh, it's hot here today. It's very humid. It's very, very, very humid. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do this because this is going to take forever to paint over. You painted yours white, then put the napkin. That would take too long. How many coats did you have to put? I'm betting this is going to take more coats than what I want to do. The boys are at camp. Tomorrow is their last day. And then they're home for a few days. Then Nate gets ready to go to Boy Scout camp. 3. Yeah, I was gonna say like this is gonna take. I don't know if I can even get it in 3, Tammy. Maybe. It's his last day on Friday, and the camp still goes the rest of the summer, but we're going to be gone because they're going to be doing the floors. But he's got Boy Scout camp for a week. But they're sad that it's going to be over. And the truth is, like, I'm sad that it's when you have a kid that has special needs and you're able to find a place where he can go and do great and have so much fun. Like, I'm just grateful. It's not sad. I'm just grateful that they were able to provide this experience for him and that he's going to be able to, go back next year. I don't think it's going to cover it anymore. We're going to try. Yes, it's humid here. Well, we're close, Tammy. We're really close on 3. Look at you. That's really close. Yeah, so Ohio is really humid in the summer, which, Texas can be 100 and it's just a different kind of heat, that really like sticky heat. I got to go trim our bushes, the ones on the side of the driveway. Chris is going into the doctor's. Okay. I hope everything goes great at your appointment, Chris. I'm going to do this because I'm just. It feels comfortable. Yeah. I feel like I love the heat, though. I love the heat. When I was in Texas, it was very mild. There was not a lot of heat at all. Okay, this is my Mod Podge. I need my Mod Podge is really thick. It's like when you get to the bottom, sometimes it gets a little bit like chunky. It starts to dry out just from using it over and over. Okay. Okay, so when do y'all start decorating for fall? Jennifer and I were talking about this, and I said people start in the beginning of September, right? You start pulling down anything that you have that's like 4th of July, patriotic. I mean, sometimes people switch out between there, but then they start decorating for fall. And don't y'all start decorating in September? Okay, I'm going with this. September, yeah. Ready? Okay. September for back to school is fall for you. Are you a teacher, Shauna, or do your kids go back around the time when school, end of August, early September, near the end of September, beginning of October? So when I was in Texas, I know I've got a lot of Texans on here. Like fall was like 3 days. And so a lot of times that fall decorating never even hit my radar because like there was just no good reason because you have it for 3 days. We went from like, patriotic to, maybe we did flowers or whatever we put on the door for a wreath. And then we went into like Christmas usually. January and tax time. So January and tax time, you disappear. Yes. Oh my gosh, Sean, I bet you do. No, y'all don't get you get 3 days of fall in Texas, right? Like it's just, I'm just going to sand this and get this to come off. So with scrapbook paper, this is thicker and it takes a little more work to get it off. Yes, Jimmy loves lemons. I know she puts her lemons out every year. In the middle of September, Jimmy does fall. Yeah, like I think that there's like we like to do Halloween. Fall in Kentucky is awesome, says Sarah. Yes. So same in like Southern Ohio. You have those rolling hills and the leaves. I have come to love the change of seasons. I didn't always, but I don't, not that I didn't love. I think this last year was the first year I really felt like Christmas was good. Or not Christmas, but that Christmas, like the winter, the cold months was good here. Because it's so cold and I was not used to it. Ooh-wee. So Dixie adds Halloween and Thanksgiving into her fall. So with really thick scrapbook paper like this, it takes a little more effort to sand those edges off, just saying. But I finally have my nice white surface and I thought about this. I thought, you know what? I thought, Amy, it is going to be so tough to get like a nice clean white surface to decoupage on top of that red and blue like screen print or whatever that is that they did on there. And I thought, well, I'm going to try and paint it, but I knew better. Fall, yeah, it's really beautiful here in fall. And winter is pretty. I think I've kind of like relaxed into the flow. Like winter is really nice because you get those, at least in Ohio, like in Texas, we felt like it was like always go, 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 right? But now I feel like it's a whole lot easier. And then hopefully, traditionally, we have been going to Disney World over Thanksgiving, but this year we moved it to, we were going to go in September over the kids' fall break or October. But that's when they schedule the Haunted Classic, which is a a soccer tournament for them. And we asked them, and they were like, no, Mom, we don't want to miss our soccer tournament. I'm like, are you serious? So they did not want to miss their soccer tournament. So this is nice and white now, see? And so I can just poke a hole through here with something. I'll do it with this. Scoring and piercing tool would be ideal, but I don't know where mine are. There we go. Okay, friends. So the back I'll do later, so you don't have to watch me do that. Let me clean this up. It is messy. So I would say after this long experiment, skip the paint and just put some scrapbook paper on there. Get her done. Because the painting, I mean, Tammy, yours looked great, but the painting seemed to take, it was going to take more coats than I wanted to do. So we're going to go to Disney this year. We'll take the kids over Christmas break. And, you know, it really works better because no one will have to miss any school. And I have 2 children that absolutely despise missing school. It just upsets them to no end. So my third one, he's like, whatever. He's like, I just want to homeschool, Mom. I don't want to go to school anymore. I'm like, yeah. He wants to homeschool, but the other 2 do not want to miss one day of school. Okay, so everything adhered really nicely. And I just got like some stuff sticking to it. So I'm going to pull it off so you can't see it through there. And then make sure all my edges are covered. This came right from, this napkin is from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut it. Okay. And then we're just going to take it down to single ply. Does it say on here? It doesn't say. I think they're just 2 ply. This one was really easy to come off, but you can see why it's important to have it be white, because otherwise it's going to look weird and you're going to be able to see through. You just have to decide what you want it to say. I think I'm going to try and get this. Let's see. You just move it around. This is cute. It says hip hip hooray for the USA. You get part of the flag on there. That's cute. I think we'll do that. Oh, Jimmy, you have your 50th anniversary in August and you'd love to go to Niagara Falls. That would be awesome. So we went to Maine. We drove up there the year we moved here. So I'm just going to press this on, guys. We went to Maine. I think it was 2021. Yeah, the year we moved here. I'm pretty sure we went up to Maine to go camping for vacation. And we all got COVID in Maine. It might have been 2022. And so I'm just going to go along the edge here to get this off. We were supposed to camp. There's an island So we took our trailer. So we camped up there. We camped up in this place called Sandy Pine. And there's a salt marsh that at high tide, it fills up and you can go out and paddleboard out to the ocean. It was beautiful campground. And we had this great camping spot anyway. But on the way back, we were supposed to camp at this like an island in the middle of kind of Niagara's in then one area. And then whatever that river is, there's an island. We were going to camp there on the way back, but we all had COVID. We had to cancel. But that would be so cool, Jimmy. It's just a really fun place. It was at 2:43. Okay. See how cute that is? Oh my gosh, I think we need to do the other side. But do you see why I wanted that nice white? Because otherwise it's not going to look good. Okay, so I'm going to take my little tool again. I need someone just to like make sure and locate my tools. I'm going to put this on the other side. We're going to do the other side real quick because I'm good. It's going to feel unfinished to me. And I want it to feel finished because if we put this over, this is going to have a dark spot and it's not going to look good. Even if we could put a, it's just not going to look good. Okay, let's do it one more time. And then we'll feel like we've done like a complete craft and we can put it back together and feel really proud of it. Because the way that it is, I'm not going to like it. So it was really beautiful. Just really beautiful. So guys, when you're crafting and it starts to go the wrong way, like it happens to us too, just change directions. Like pick another direction and say, all right, I can fix this. What can I do to fix it? I knew that it was not going to work to paint it. I don't know why I thought I could paint it. It's just being stubborn, I guess. But congratulations, Jimmy. You know what? Most people don't make it 50 years. That is so cool. So cool. So if you're just joining us, we're dressing up a bee garland tag from the Dollar Tree. Okay, we're going to iron this on. I think that you would love Niagara Falls. I've never been. Has anyone else been to Niagara? You know, upstate New York is amazing. It is such a, I mean, I wanted to go back up there just to go stay at the, the Finger Lakes up there. It is, I mean, the water is so beautiful. The Finger Lakes are gorgeous. Like there's just so many fun things up there. And it's just, I mean, it's the contrast between like New York City and upstate New York is stark because you just, y'all, seriously, like, you know, if you've ever been to New York City, it's like busy and crazy and lots of noise and, you know, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like there's a huge contrast and you get to upstate New York and it's like pristine. And so let me show you guys a trick. If you take like a piece of wood and put it over, if you've got like a piece of sandpaper and you want to just use it, but maybe it hurts your thumb or whatever, you just make like a little mini sander with the wood block. And then you can get through whatever you're sanding quicker. I mean, like I said, this thick scrapbook paper is infinitely more difficult to sand because the thickness of it, you really need like 100 grit, but I don't have any right now. Dixie says she walks away and takes a break and then she starts again when her stuff goes sideways. Yeah, I've done that too, Dixie. Like, you don't know how many times I've been like working on the Joyful Crafting Club colors and the patterns and whatever. And I'm like, none of this is looking good, you know, and I just don't like it. And I've started over. I've just been like, okay, I've got to stop. I've got to start all over, or like how many times I've ordered ribbons and I've been like, okay, this is going to be like the ribbon combo. And it comes in, I'm like, this is so ugly. Like, why did I think that? Shauna says she needs a crafting buddy on speed dial for when things go. You know what? You can always post in the Joyful Crafting Club and they'll be like, hey, try this. Those ladies, I mean, you'll get some help there. Consider that your speed dial. Like, what do I do? It's not going the way I want. I know, but it happens. I think that's part of the creative process, though. I think what bothers me is like when I know better and I don't do what I know, and then it doesn't go the way I want it to. But sometimes, honestly, like the best creativity is sparked in those moments when you have to switch directions and you're like, okay. Like, honestly, the plus project for next month, I have switched directions a couple times. And I was showing Susie and we were like, no. And then she walked in this morning. She's like, oh my gosh, I love it. And I was like, okay. I didn't even show it to her. She's like, I love it. And I was like, okay. So I finally hit the mark. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Darlene says that Niagara is beautiful. I mean, I had the whole thing planned out. I had everything we were going to see and do, and we were going to all of this stuff, and then we got sick, but maybe we'll make it back up there. I will tell you that Maine was just too cold for me for summertime. I mean, if it's summer and I'm on vacation, I want it to be hot. It was like 70 degrees, and you have to like wear a sweatshirt when you're out paddleboarding because it's cold. I mean, it was not, I don't know. It was not hot enough for me for summertime. Like Ohio usually is in the middle. So Shauna, you are a very creative accountant then, because you are a serious crafter. And, you know, accountants aren't usually, do you have any other accountants? Because sometimes, there we go. That's all she wrote. And now I'm going to go in, we're going to add our napkin, and we're going to call it done. Put it back on, call it done. And both sides will be done, and I will be happy because I was not going to be happy with one side being done. And clean my area. A little bit. Sometimes accountants are much more methodical. Okay. I'm going to poke my hole so that I know. Where the top is. So we can do almost the exact same thing on this side. See, line it up. Because the same patterns on all sides of the napkin. This is going to be so much cuter than the USA. I need a new jar of Mod Podge. Yeah. So you said your aunt started crafting with you when you were really little. So that's really, I started crafting when I was little too. My mom, and I would cross stitch and basic sewing. You know, like I can make a pillowcase. And the zipper on the pillowcase would be questionable, right? But I could cross stitch and embroider and crochet. My granny taught me how to crochet. But now, like as an adult, I think she just did it to keep us busy. She'd be like, chain 100, pull it out. Now chain 100 again. Now pull it out. So how many of y'all, I know the zippers. My friend and I took it when I, was in Texas. We took a sewing class. We were going to make pillows for our kids' bedrooms. We took a sewing class at Joann's. Like we never finished. Like we never even got. I can do like sew and stuff the square, but we never made it that far. Tried to continue the tradition of craft with your niece. Oh, you want to do set with your niece. So you know who else does that in the group is Mary Sheldon. She crafts with her granddaughter. And so sometimes she'll get like an extra, this Celebrate has an ink blob on it. Let me see if I have another one. Or she'll like give her like a part of it to do, or she'll get a plus project for her. She'll do the regular project, and she'll have her granddaughter do the plus project. Okay, this is going to be about the same as the other side, and we're going to be happy. So Dixie started crafting as a little girl too. Your mom still has the first thing you made with your gram. Oh my gosh. How sweet is that? Gabe wants to come and do a live crafting with me. I need to do that with him. Okay. We're almost done, lady. We're getting there. We detoured and everything. She's 14. She has very particular ideas. Yeah. They get that way. I mean, they get very, very like, you know, my kids have also gotten a couple of my boys very particular about what they will wear and what they won't wear. And I'm like, I'm just going to clean this off. Yeah. I feel when I remember those hook rugs. Did anybody make hook rugs? I made the hook rugs. You know, where you took like the piece of yarn and hooked it through the like weave with color. Oh, Tammy her mom taught ceramics and she painted it. See, so I think like it's just such a good thing to pass on to your kids because it's something they can do. I think it's trickier with boys. Maybe I'm just thinking it in my head but I don't know if you guys saw it, but those little lambs the little lamb ornaments I made for the church camp Gabe's at this week. Okay, guys, seal. We have to seal this because this is a napkin. You see how nice it looks with that clean edge? I mean, it just wasn't going to look nice. I need another piece of this. We should have just started with the scrapbook paper to begin with. And they have very like strong ideas about their hair. Like Gabe just got an undercut. Like, all right, dude. He does have curly hair. When it gets a little longer, it'll be a little curlier, but he wanted an undercut. See how good that looks? Oh my gosh. And then sealing it, guys, just puts the icing on the cake. Definitely the way to go with the scrapbook paper underneath because it looks really nice and finished now. I was not going to be happy with it. Like halfway through, I'm like, maybe I should just keep going. And I was like, I'm never going to be happy. You guys know me too well to know, like, I'm just not going to be happy with something that doesn't look right. And it stayed really nice and flat, which makes me happy. The tricky part is going to be getting it back on that thing. Oh, nothing can be pink. Yeah, I think girls go through these phases where they're like, what's cool and what's not cool. you know, kids, all kids. And then my 10-year-old loves music. So does my husband. But like first thing in the morning, he wants to turn the music on. And I'm like, not like at 7 in the morning. Like we're not doing that. I had enough coffee to make it through that. I'm gonna grab a yarn needle. I think that's gonna help me. Okay. Okay, I have such a small space back here. All right, friends. So let's see if we can do this with this tiny little piece of yarn or thread. We got it. So I've got it through. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm like 1,000,000% improvement. I mean, this is covered up, but look at that. So stinking cute. Loving it. I really do. I'm going to wrap this around. And then I'm going to go up and through. But in order to do this, you guys know, if you've made a bead garland with me before, you know, there is a way to conquer these tiny little pieces of string at the end. So, okay, and we're just going to pull it up through really tight. I need to make the sound effect to make it stick. And look what we got, guys. We have a gorgeous bead garland. Oh my gosh. Look how cute this is. I'm going to take the extra camera off now. I'm very far away from the extra camera. Okay. Look how cute this is. I mean, seriously. So much better. Right? So we spent $1.25. I actually spent $2.50 because the napkins were $1.25, right? So $2.50. I didn't have to paint a single bead. I did have to like do what I knew I should have and put some. You could have even just, I mean, I put scrapbook paper, but you could have just used printer paper, like any white surface to cover that up would make it look so much better. And then I left my janky pattern in the middle. No one's going to see that anyway. I did not restring the beads. But see, we can pop it up here now. Let me take this down. Let me move my spray glue. But see how simple it is? I mean, we just made some fun. I'll fix that in a second. We can hang this here. Or if I want it to be a little longer, I could probably put it around this jar. Yeah. And nobody can tell where it's came, but look how cute that is. So cute. So much cuter. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to just pop this stuff back up and fix it. And then we have our Oh My Star sign that we did, which is super cute. Let me take the Joyful Crafting. The banner's on here. It's still going to like hide it. There we go. But there you go. How cute is that? That is adorable. So cute. It really was just simple crafting, super simple crafting. So I love, love, love my printables. Okay, let me grab some names, guys. I did not, my StreamYard gift away spinner is not working. So I'm going to draw a couple of names. I'm just going to grab a couple of names to put in the Happy Meal jar. And then I am going to head off in a few minutes to pick the boys up from camp. But yeah, so cute, so cute. So if you haven't, if you're at the Dollar Tree and you see a bead garland and you like the colors and but maybe the tag is a little janky, or the other thing I'm thinking is you can also take those colored beads and string it into other things. Like I could take this one and I could make like one of those cool wraps that goes around a candle. There's so many things you can do with them, and it's inexpensive and you don't have to paint the beads. So let me grab some names. I landed on Sandy Brentlinger. Everyone's trays in the JCC this month have been so stinking cute. I'm going to make a reel with everyone to like show how, because I am just like in love with everyone's work. And I just love the creativity. And so many people have like brought like their own perspective to the craft, which is so much fun, guys, because I think I love seeing your trays. And I also love when you're like, hey, I'm going to branch out and try something new, not that I'm unhappy or it doesn't make me smile when you do exactly what I do, but when you guys are like, hey, I'm just going to try something fun, or you like paint something from the shop and you bring this total new spin to it that I would have never thought of. I just love it. The next one, Shauna Jones, and I'll put one more for the drawing. Sandy says she needs a rectangular frame. This is Felt Creative Home on Amazon. She's a lot of great stuff, but Felt Creative Home is a really super cute. She has cute stuff. Oh, Elizabeth's going to finish hers. I can't wait to see it. If you're just watching and you're not part of the Joyful Crafting Club, comment Craft Joy 2024, all one word, craftingclub.com. Last one, and we landed on Sandy. Let me pick one more. Tammy Warrior. All right, ladies. And that's all I got for you today. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're in the Joyful Crafting Club or the Sign Maker Society with Jen Radin tonight at 8 o'clock is our Zoom. We are going to be making another Americana sign. I made the printable. Jen did the hand lettering. It's going to be a ton of fun. So I can't wait to see you there. Can I drop a link? You got yours on Amazon, but they're around. Yeah, I'll drop a link after the live. I'll drop it in the bottom, and so you can see it. It's 8 o'clock tonight on Zoom. There's a link. You got a link via email. I think there's also a reminder email going out tonight around 6. And then I'll drop the link in the Joyful Crafting Club right before we start. Oh, you've never done a reverse canvas? It is so cute and it's fun and it's quick and simple. Like, it's easy. That's an 8x8 or a 10x10. You haven't found round yet. Sandy, an 8x8 or 10x10. The tray. What are you talking about? Tell me what you're referencing so I can answer, because I'm not sure. Let me see if she can. Oh, tonight's project. It's an 8x10. An 8x10. And I like to get them at Dollar Tree. I don't know where I put mine. An 8x10. If you've got questions about the project, guys, pop it over in the Joyful Crafting Club, and I'll try to pop in there and answer. Any other questions? Yeah, I like the canvases at the Dollar Tree, and they didn't have it. Okay, so if they don't have it, other places make them, the 8x10s. It's just an 8x10 canvas. I just like how their edges are mitered the best, because I like how it looks when we do the reverse canvas. But if you have a smaller one, let me think about this. You could also take the printable and put it on the front of an 8x10. It's going to look a little different. Or an 8x10 wood cutout. I have not. I'm trying to remember who got the one from Michael's, and they felt like the front of it had holes in it. Okay, Kim says that Hobby Lobby and Michael's also have them. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Walmart. Okay. Oh, Tammy's babysitting. Well, either we'll have a link to a replay soon. And I don't know how long it will take. It take at least a couple of days, because it has to be downloaded and then re-uploaded. It's a thing. But I want to tell you guys too, I had a thought. I had a thought. I had a thought. Where do you get the reverse canvas? I got mine at Dollar Tree. It's just a canvas sign. It's just an 8x10 canvas sign. So that's it. Just a regular 8x10 canvas. It's not called a reverse canvas. It's just a regular canvas sign, but we're going to take it and make it into a farmhouse looking frame project. Okay. Does that make sense? So it's just a regular 8x10 canvas sign. It's not reverse canvas. What I was going to say about the stuff at the Dollar Tree, this is my strategy. If there's something I know I'm going to craft with from there, like the 4x6, the 5x7, the 8x10 canvas signs, and the little like crates that don't have the handles. And they also have some really cool, like they're meant to be little mini square trays, but you can use them as signs. I stock up on those babies when I find them. I just stock up on them. Like, just get as many as whatever. Like, I've got a whole. So, because there are so many fun things you can do with those in relation to tiered trays. And like for $1.25, you like, why? I mean, there's certain things I suggest on not stocking up on the Dollar Tree. I need to make a video on this, you guys. I just do. I will. I'll make a video for you guys so you guys can see all of the things. All right. I have got to scoot because I have to go. I have to leave here in a few minutes to get the boys from camp. And if I am not there when the bus comes, there's lots of problems. So I love y'all. And I just want to remind you, like, keep crafting and spreading joy with the world through the beautiful things you make, because y'all, the world needs you and your creativity. And I appreciate y'all so much. And I love spending time with you. Thanks for spending time with me today. And for those of you in the JCC and the Sign Maker Society, I will see you tonight. Be prepared to unmute and talk to us. This is going to be fun. We're going to unmute and have conversations. Okay. Mwah. I love you. I can't wait to see you. Have a great night. Day. And I'll see you tonight. There we go. Words are hard today.